biography of Malala Yousafzai. She loves Malala because she is a global symbol of peaceful protest. Youth leader Jane is a 10th grader. Her hobbies include reading, singing, watching movies, and shopping. In 10 years' time, she hopes to be a successful teacher by profession. Being able to guide others through the righteous path is a divine act, according to her. Her mentor is Money Uncle. Please welcome Youth Leader Jane. The title of her speech is The Touch. The Touch, Youth Leader Jane.
Am I audible at the back?
Yes.
The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. Honorable dignitaries, respected Toastmasters, fellow youth leaders, loving parents. A very warm good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon.
Have you heard of a city called Puri?
Yes.
Yes. It is a city in the northeastern state of Odisha, India. Last summer, I was in Puri. I felt like I was in heaven. The mellifluous music from the waves of the Bay of Bengal and the marvelous tall spires of the Jagannath and Konark temple, where the language of stone surpasses the language of man, literally took my breath away. I was fortunate to witness the world-famous Puri Rath Yatra, the chariot festival. For the first time in my life, I saw a sea of humans as big as the sea of the Bay of Bengal. The joy, the happiness, and the religious fervor was profound. As I was sinking in these heavenly moments, something unusual captured my attention. I saw at a distance a small crowd standing eagerly to participate, but were being kept away by another group, pelting stones and abuses. I was shocked. Can this happen in such a heavenly place? Can such brutality exist amidst its religious fervor? The magnificence of the event, the breathtaking architecture of the temple, all faded out of my mind. And that inhuman act started haunting me. I could not sleep that night. The next morning, I woke up earlier than usual and decided to find out the reason for the inhuman act. With the help of the hotel staff, I met a social worker, Mr. Kuri. Soon, he took us to Karnalaya, a place for the rehabilitation of the people suffering from leprosy. It was a small colony just overlooking the tall and magnificent Jagannath temple. Mr. Kurian took us inside the rehabilitation center. What I saw was entirely a different world. A stark contrast to what I had witnessed the previous day. A world of different people. Men, women and children with disfigured hands, limbs, faces and body parts, struggling to manage their routine life. But facing the struggle with a smile, laughing at what I would have called destiny and curse, proving to the people around that it is not your physical stature, your hands, your limbs, your good looks that matter. It is the spirit in you that decides who you are and who you want to be, even amidst the most challenging times. I met Mr. Shatrughan, one of the inmates, the accountant of the colony. He was seriously writing down the day's records, like most accountants do, but with a hand without fingers. I approached him and greeted him. "Hello, uncle." As he lifted his head, I saw a surprised look and a pair of moist eyes. Good morning. Please have a seat." He rushed to drag 2 chairs for me and Mr. Kurian. When we sat down and started our conversation, I saw much more than what I had witnessed the previous day. I learned that Karnalaya was a self-sustaining colony with its own loom, poultry farm, vegetable farm, shoe shop, a fish pond, and a common kitchen to feed 100 fully handicapped. They also had a school where I saw children in tiny little classrooms and some others playing with their homemade toys in the ground. They also had a well-managed clinic which was taken care of by trained people who dressed the wounds of the patients and a visiting doctor who was specialized in leprosy. All this was maintained by the inmates and was enough to feed and take care of them. But yet, many of them seem to be eagerly waiting for the opportunity to go out and do begging. Do you know why?
Why?
Because begging was their only opportunity to be with and mingle with the normal people outside and to see the world that we, as normal humans, see every day. I saw pain, hurt, and the feeling of being marginalized in the inmates I met. But they seemed unafraid to venture out again and again into society, disguised as beggars, and face the humiliation just for one thing: a recognition that they are also part of the society. I saw this indomitable spirit in the adversity confronting them much bigger than the religious fervor I had witnessed the previous day. Is it their fault to be infected with a disease? Is it their fault to be in a society who does not know leprosy is a curable disease and not a curse from God? Is it their fault to be born in a world where the mighty always wants to dominate the weak? Friends, many within us have been infected with diseases, some even graver and infectious than leprosy. But because we do not see the physical deformities, we accept them as members of our community. Why then this discrimination to the people with leprosy? We must be grateful to be blessed with a pair of good hands and limbs. Can we use them to reach out and uplift the lives of those less fortunate fellow human beings?
Yes.
Let us learn to restore dignity to life. Let us learn to reach out to those less fortunate than we are. Let us be grateful for having a less challenging life. And let us reach out to those less fortunate and show that we do care and we do have a heart. Can we, youth leaders?
Yes.
Over to the youth leaders.